Well, that's the Gretzky trade, or ironically, just a small digression, as you say, not my last trip, but the trip before. I was on the trip. Sergio Momesso was on the trip, and I said, Sergio, no one will ever either forget or remember what day you were traded because he was traded August 9th, 1988. It's a total footnote. NHL player involved in a 5-6 player deal with the Canadians and the St. Louis Blues. And it happens to be the same day Wayne Gretzky gets traded from Edmonton to LA. So I forget exactly what all I shared with you, but what I've been able to glean over the years was and where a lot of this came to the forefront for me, Greg, was in 1998-99. I did a contract that hockey season for Labatt's, and we traveled to a different part of Canada every Tuesday morning. You say, why Tuesday? Because Labatt's and Sportsnet only were allowed to air. There's the dog. We're only allowed to air their national game on Tuesday nights at that time. So it was a national broadcast that Labatt's were sponsoring, and I was hired to entertain the group that we were going to be in front of coast to coast in Canada in a licensed establishment of their choosing in whatever city we were in. Part of my crew, part of my crew, but part of the crew I was part of was Glenn Gretzky, Wayne's second youngest brother. Brent's the youngest, Glenn's the second youngest. And Wayne was part of our crew. He worked part of the promotional angle of it. And he and I became pretty close friends, as you can imagine. We're traveling together. We did this for 26 consecutive Tuesdays. So he shared with us that year, before John Davidson, before Hockey Night in Canada, before anybody, we heard from Glenn around January that Wayne was going to retire. And within a couple of weeks, it had been leaked out, and then John Davidson broke it publicly, and then all hell broke loose because Wayne was going to retire. And so people were lining up to try and make sure they got their last shot with him. In the course of those conversations came out the details that led up to his trade from Los Angeles to, from Edmonton to Los Angeles.